In this video, I'm going to show you how you can log into Zoho One and update your personal profile settings, which is very key to making sure that the time zones are correct for where you live in the world, and also to ensure that you're able to have the correct date and time format as well, so that you're not stuck on the US time zone or vice versa. First of all, you will need to go to zoho.com/one, and then select on to login in the top right-hand corner. An alternative to this is you can go to one.zoho.com, and this will also just reroute you to the same page. So either of those two will work. You select login. And if you have received an email from Zoho that your administrator created your account, then you will receive an email that has a link in it to create your password and to register your account. So you will need to follow that link, and that will take you to a page almost identical to what you see here, but it will ask you to enter your password, like your new password, and create one. And then it will take you into where I'm about to go to. So once you've entered in your email address and your password, you will then click the sign in button. From here, it may ask you about two-factor authentication. We highly recommend that you set that up, and you can use the Google application for connecting those two together if you need to, or you can set it up for text messages directly to your mobile phone. Once again, highly recommend that for security purposes. Once you've logged in, this is the screen you are going to see. There's going to be applications on here, or there's going to be, no application on there. So by default, you should have at least one application or many in there assigned to you based on whoever set your account up, like your administrator, if you're a standard user. If you are the administrator and you've just logged into the account for the first time, you can add in applications by clicking the add button down the bottom here, and this will take you to a new page where you're able to choose from the suite of Zoho One applications. If you are a standard user, and you know that your organization is using, say, campaigns, for instance, but you cannot see campaigns in here, you too will have access to the ad applications, and you will be able to scroll through this list, and then you will find campaigns in this list, and it will actually ask for you to request access to that from your administrator, and they will get a message and ask them to whether or not they want to accept you to be able to view and log into that application. So then you would have to wait for them to do that. But you can also request for it remotely by clicking that. So one of the main points here I want to show you is going to your account and setting it up correctly so that the date and time formats are correct. And this is something that you'll need to do very early on in the Zoho setup phase, because it can create confusion for a lot of users. So first of all, we're going to click up in the top right-hand corner, and you'll see this little image up here. Now, you might not have one. It might be like a little gray human image. So click on that and then select My Account. That is going to route you to accounts.zoho.com. If you want to just go directly to that link, you can. On the left-hand side here, you'll have a button called Preferences. I'll get you to click on that, and you'll be able to see your date format is right there, DDMMYYY. This is probably going to be defaulted to the American version, which is that or that. So change that however you would like it, okay? You can also subscribe or unsubscribe from the marketing communications directly from Zoho and hear about all of their new and upcoming updates from this section here. Once you've done that, we are now going to go over to the profile on the left-hand side. And here is where you get to update your information, your gender, for instance, and then you're going to be able to update whether it's just English that you only want to have the language set for. And something else that's critical is obviously setting the country to Australia, as that will change things like zip code and postcode inside of the thing, and you've got province and state by default in some of the fields. So it'll change some of those field names for you in CRM as well. And the next most important feature here is the time zone. You will need to set this time zone correctly. Now, when you pull this drop down, there's only about 6 or 7 here based on the country. For instance, in Australia at the moment, if you select Australia here in the country, you actually cannot select the Adelaide South Australian time for the standard time. It will only give you the 10:30 time frame. So you may need to select and display all time zones to then be able to scroll down and be able to select the 9:30 time zones and maybe any other time zone that you guys need to have access to, so you can do that. Once you've done that, you just click on the save button, and that's all you need to do. And that's the end of this video. Thanks for watching.